Good afternoon. It's September 28th, 2024. We're critiquing the news. The article on your screens from the Cairns Post. It's titled Teens Crime Rampage, and it's about a 15-year-old boy who went on a 13-month crime spree. Among other things, there were break and enters, burglary, unlawful use of motor vehicles, breaches of bail. Now, the 13-month history of this kid, he left fingerprints all over crime scenes. There was CCTV footage captured of him. He was breaking into people's houses, spraying paint on walls. He was caught breaking into buildings and stealing alcohol, including the Cairns Golf Club, where he caused $2,000 worth of damage and destroyed up to $500 worth of alcohol. He broke into an alternate care home, trashed the house, according to staff. The TV was smashed, food from the fridge smeared all over the walls, toilet was blocked. He was also involved in a ram raid where a stolen car was smashed backwards through a shop roller door and lighters and soft drinks were stolen. It was also a break-in at the cricket club, Mulgrave Combined Cricket Association. Once again, damage to the building and equipment, theft totalling $14,000. Another time, he took a Yamaha trail bike from the Team Moto Yamaha shop. Now, there's also the Trinity Bay School on the TAFE campus that he's broken into. So you'd think, with after an extensive criminal rampage like that, even though he apparently didn't have an existing juvenile offending history despite breaching bail and having caused $100,000 in losses to other people, that we might get a break from this kid. That since he's invaded everybody else's right to peace and quiet enjoyment of their property, then perhaps he would give up his right to freedom of movement within the community because he simply can't be trusted to obey the laws that everybody else can obey and does obey in order to have a functioning high trust society. But no, we've got a Labor government, and the Labor government decided to water down the laws. The Labor government provided the directions that the magistrates must follow. The Labor government gives the rules that the police must follow, and this kid, after all of that, gets 9 months probation. Breaches of bail. No criminal record. See, the system is broken, and Labor broke it. We're coming up to an election. It's time we got rid of Labor. And let's face it, they're not going to solve the crime problem. They created the crime problem. All right, so obviously, in Australia, the government flips and flops backwards and forwards between Labor and the Liberals. So will the LNP be any better? And to be fair, they haven't been in office in Queensland for quite some time. Okay, so who's their proxy? That'll be their federal brothers and sisters in the federal Liberal Party. What did we see from 2020 onwards, up until the 2022 election? They behaved exactly like the Labor state governments did. They behaved exactly like the uni parties in every other country around the world. So will the Queensland LNP be any different from the federal Labor National Coalition, Liberal National Coalition, sorry? No, I can't see it. And anyway, can we afford to take the risk? We know that the LNP will do whatever ALP does, only slower, and that the two parties pretending to be one party pretending to be two to give voters the illusion of choice. I'll put my tongue back in. Yeah, I think a time has come to end the constant flipping and flopping between ALP and LNP. We're not going to get any reasonable improvement in our governance, in our budgetary condition, in our freedom, our prosperity, because they're just doing exactly what the United Nations and the World Economic Forum tell them to do, and they're not implementing our will. They're implementing the will of foreigners. That's not okay. It really is time we showed them the door.